Hi, I'm Amy, and today's rant is going to be when adults judge other adults on reading young adult novels, which first of all is bullshit. Let people read whatever they want to read, okay? Like, that should be a fact of life. Just let people do whatever they want to do. Okay, I know I look 12, but I'm actually 23, so I guess I'm considered an adult. Crazy, right? But, I like to read all kinds of books, including young adult novels. Even though I think that labeling young adult novels as that is just dumb. The only reason why certain books are put in that category is because, maybe 10-year-olds are not emotionally mature, emotionally ready to be reading certain books. So that's why it's like, hey, 10-year-olds, maybe don't read this book yet. Like, maybe wait till you're a little older. It should not be the other way around. It should not be like alarms going off if like a 25-year-old goes into the young adult section and like a giant shield closes in on them and they're like, nope, you gotta go live with the adults, buddy. Like, too late for you. You can no longer go back and like remember your youth life. Like, sorry. Like, no, that is not how that works, okay? And let's take like the Hunger Games real fast, okay? Because like this is what I have to say about the Hunger Games. Adults have problems with the youths reading the Hunger Games because, it is too violent. There are kids killing kids, like that is messed up. But then if you're an adult and you read the Hunger Games, they're like, oh, I read the Hunger Games. And another adult is like, you read the Hunger Games? That's so lame. What are you, 12? It's like, okay, so if adults are not allowed to read the Hunger Games and the youths are not allowed to read the Hunger Games, then who is reading the Hunger Games? Like, no one is reading the Hunger Games because no one is allowed to read the Hunger Games. And like, we should not be labeling books like any certain way. Like, what makes a young adult novel a young adult novel? Like, there are teenagers in it. There are teenagers in lots of books that are not considered young adult novels. Like, what? There's like magic, or like quests, or I don't know, vampires. Like, that makes it young adult. Like, why do we have to label these things? It doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, what? Because there's like everyone's killing each other, like in the Hunger Games or in the Maze Runner. Like, people are just dying. Yeah, okay, great. We can put that in our young adult novels. Oh, but no sex, though. No sex allowed. Maybe some kissing, unless it's like The Fault in Our Stars and they have cancer, then fine, they can have sex. But no, other than that, no sex, unless you're reading Judy Blume books. And let's talk about Judy Blume books. Everyone should be reading Judy Blume books. If you are an adult and you did not go through your young adult life reading Judy Blume books, then you need to go back and you need to read those books, because you will just feel like it'll take you back to your elementary school life, your middle school life, your high school life. Like, pick any of her books, and if you read the book forever, your mind will be blown. You'll be like, oh my gosh, this was my life in high school. Like, this is not an exaggeration. She always knows you. No matter who you are, she will know your life. It is scary. And her books, let's talk about Judy Blume. All of her books were banned at one point because they all actually talked about real things, like teenagers having sex and bullying, and her books are so amazing. And it's like, but why do we have to call them young adult books or children's books? It's like, I still read them because I actually like to read them and be like, oh yeah, that's how that was when I was in high school, and when I read them in high school, I was like, oh my gosh, Judy Blume knows my life right now. And now I can be like, oh my gosh, she did, but I have a better perspective on life, that, what is so wrong with going back? I don't understand. And what, so what if I like beautiful creatures? Okay, what, those books are entertaining. Yes, some parts are a little weird, and there's always problems with a lot of books, but so what? I like beautiful creatures. I like Divergent. I like the Percy Jackson books, and if you buy those books on Amazon, it'll be like, oh, these books are for 5th graders, and it's like, you know what, I don't give a shit, because I like the Percy Jackson books. They have great character development, okay? Characters in general, they have amazing characters, and they have, really great adventures, and they're just nice stories, and they teach you about Greek mythology, and Rick Riordan, I think that's how you pronounce his name. God, I'm sorry, I don't know. Nico. Rick Riordan said, in an interview, he was like, Yeah, I can have a gay character if I want to, because what does that have to do with like young adult or children's? Like, being gay is not like an adult matter. Like, thank you. Like that is just like what I'm trying to say. Like, oh, if there's like a gay character, no, that can't be a kid's book. Like, sorry about it. Hunger Games is technically a kid's book. There's lots of killing, but nope, no, gay people, no. That is where we draw the line. Anyway, just in conclusion, we should just be able to read whatever we want to read. No judgment. Okay, you read Perks of Being a Wallflower. Okay, you read The Maze Runner. You just read whatever you want. You don't let anyone shame you. So you just do whatever you want to do. Good day, sir.